Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. And losing is unacceptable. And George Kambosos almost threw it all away, didn't he? George Kambosos came. Sorry about that. George Kambosos came in the initial weight attempt. He came in overweight. Now, come on, man. That's not a good thing, especially when you're the emperor. So the royal family is saying that George Kambosos may not be fit to be an emperor. And a lot of boxing experts in the Haney camp feel that George Kambosos may not be fit if he missed weight. Now, I looked at Devin Haney. I'm going to do a video on him. But Devin Haney, we know when he loses weight, he really looks, almost looks like a skeleton. But he makes the weight. He's been making it for a while. He's doing it intelligently. But this is what I was saying. When fighters are at home, they have those distractions. You got somebody pushing a little, something sweet in front of you. You know, you got your favorite restaurant or whatever's a favorite dish. All these things are within reach. And George Kambosos didn't make that weight. Now, he went back and he eventually made the weight. He even stripped, had to get the towel out, you know, and he still missed the weight. So he had to go back. Not sure what he did. But when you don't have much, when you really don't have any weight left to shed, right? Like when it's really damn near impossible to lose 0.36 pounds or whatever. It's hard, man. So I don't know if he went in a sauna or what he did, but he came back out and he made the weight. But to lose that weight when there's really nothing left for you to give, that can affect you going into a fight. So when we look at Devin Haney and Kambosos done messed up, man. I really feel he done messed up. It's almost like so many obstacles were put in front of Devin Haney for him to fall on his face just to take this fight and take a shot at pursuing his dream to become the undisputed champion at 130 pounds, right? There were so many obstacles put in front of him. So many. The thing that happened with his dad, you know, it's not that the Kambosos camp at Top Rank had anything to do with that, but it was another obstacle. We already talked about the fight, the rematches, the purse, everything. Devin Haney's been treated like he's just some challenger, some top contender, but not really treated as a champion. And then you look at what starts happening, right? He gets over there to Australia. They have the press conference. The first press conference, George Kambosos catches Devin Haney off guard, but he talks too much. Kambosos, right? And don't get me wrong, I like Kambosos. Then, as a result of all the banter, he creates openings because he's saying things and gives Devin an opportunity to counter. So Devin hits him with him being disloyal and lacking patriotism because he helped Manny Pacquiao prepare to defeat Jeff Horn. So that's when you can see the momentum kind of swinging the direction of Haney. Then, so Devin Haney starts to get his little confidence. And Devin Haney didn't, you heard to say swim without getting wet. He's handling the press conferences like a true professional. He's handling being over there by himself without his dad as a true professional. He's handling the open workouts as a true professional. Then you find out his dad's coming into the country. Now, you can see, snowball effect. Good things are happening for the Haney camp. He's over there getting comfortable. He's able to follow the master plan his dad laid out to make sure he makes weight. Everything. Nothing changed. His dad is still coaching him from miles away. Now you find out his dad's gonna be in country. Then you come to the weigh-in. His dad is en route, but it's a long flight over to Australia. Comes to the weigh-in and Kambosos doesn't make weight, Haney does. I am telling you right now, talk about the tide has just shifted. You know, Devin Haney going into this fight in a few hours with the upper hand. Yeah, he's still in Australia, I get it, but I actually think under these unique circumstances that Devin Haney is going into the fight with the upper hand. He has so much momentum. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know when his dad's going to get to the ring. His dad should be there about 6 o'clock. His dad may be there already, or going to be there maybe a couple hours before the fight. So his dad's going to be tired, but he's going to get that burst of energy as soon as he hits the ground. He's going to get out there with his son. You're going to be there in the ring with him. But let me tell you, going into that fight, when they see Devin Haney's dad, there has to be somebody on that Kambosos team. Maybe they're not talking about it to Kambosos, but I know I'd be thinking to myself, boy, these are signs. Look at everything that good that is happening for that damn Haney camp. Those are signs, people. I'm telling you, those are great signs. And I'd be doing this video right now if the roles were switched and it was Kambosos who got the upper hand at the second press conference. If it was Kambosos' dad coming into the United States. If it was Haney who missed the weight. Those are signs. I'd be saying the same thing. Like, this isn't going the direct in Haney's favor. This is going the direction of Kambosos. So that's what I'm talking about. Haney is going to enter this fight with a lot of confidence. And I was looking at them and their sizes. Haney is, taller, has more reach. But he's cool. He's real calm. He's able to maintain his composure. He's well poised. Kambosos, he was disappointed in himself. And Kambosos was embarrassed because the self-proclaimed emperor didn't make weight. Now, believe you me, had Devin Haney missed weight and Kambosos made that weight, oh my gosh, we would have never heard the end of it from Kambosos and Kambosos' camp. But it happened to Kambosos, and that's why Kambosos was so animated up there at the weigh-in and up on stage. He was animated because he was embarrassed. He was disappointed in himself. But Devin Haney didn't make it any easier by, calling him out of his name and just doing what they're supposed to do. But Kambosos comes on to say that, the art of war is deception and how he meant to lose the weight. He meant to come in overweight. Now, we all know that's crap. Because if he meant to come in overweight, he wouldn't have had that look on his face like he just bit a firecracker when he was on that scale. Kambosos looked panicky. He looked stressed. And if he meant to do it, he wouldn't have stripped off the Royal Emperor drawers to try to make the weight. So none of that was planned. Him getting butt naked on stage, that wasn't planned. So I am even more intrigued and excited about going into the fight tomorrow. Devin Haney, stars are lining up for that young man. I do believe Devin Haney's going to win that fight. When guys can't make weight, people, that takes a lot out of you. And for him to go back and come back and make the weight, he has to be careful rehydrating. You got to, think about his health. And remember, a lot of you know this. I said this in a video I did earlier today. Some of these guys, they melt down from, this healthy weight, which may be 30 pounds more than what they fight at. And just for that moment in time to get on the scale and for the scale to read that magic number. But really, that's not a healthy weight for him. They're starving themselves, they're killing themselves to get that water weight off. And with Kambosos, we'll see. I'm not sure what he had to do to make the weight, but I'm expecting him to come in the ring, ready to go. But we don't want to hear any excuses, because before, everybody was talking about potential excuses coming from Devin Haney's camp. Dad not being there, jet lag, etc., etc. Now, the conversations that are happening are more along the lines of Kambosos not making excuses. Because, recently there were the talks about him not getting a fair shake if the fight is close, to not give the perception off that there was corruption in Australia when it came to this boxing match. So I think Kambosos has a lot on his mind. I think that's going to affect his performance. But anyway, the plot thickens. More to come. Looking forward to the fight. But I do think going into this fight, Devin Haney he's just been cool as a cucumber, man. And he's there relaxing. And look at all the good that's been coming his way. I mean, you can't write this. Like, what's coming together for Devin Haney is going to really, to me, is going to culminate with his dad probably landing, and somebody in a car, racing to the arena. His dad just getting into the dressing room before Devin walks out, and they go in there and Devin clips Kambosos. And that's the way I think it should end. Like, this is like a damn movie. This really is like a movie. And if it ends the way I think it is going to now, before I was saying Devin Haney can't win. It's going to be a close fight. Kambosos is the Australian Manny Pacquiao. I still feel that. But just the stars are lining up for Devin Haney to get in there and win this fight, man. He had everything. He wasn't supposed to be in the position he's in right now. He's in a healthy position. Great position now. He wasn't supposed to be in that position in Australia. Then there's the crap about his cut man having issues in Australia at the airport. I mean, there's a lot of tough challenges Devin Haney had to face at age 23. But there's a lot of great things that have come out of those challenges and struggles since he's arrived in Australia. And I am really looking forward to this weekend. For that reason, I think Devin Haney's going to pull it off. It's just, the signs are there, man. Like, it's written. It's not written for Kambosos to continue being the emperor. It's just too much is going on. I mean, the signs are there. It's just, setting up Devin Haney to go out there and get the win and become the undisputed. And then all sanctioned bodies will take their 3%. They'll be taking their $200,000 and gouge $1 million of that man's, about $800,000 in that man's purse. Which, you know what? You got the Ring Magazine belts. So that's 5 belts he's going to have, four belts. And then you got the Ring Magazine. That's 5 belts. That's a lot of damn money you got to pay. So Devin, win those belts, defend them. But yeah, at some point, drop that, man. That's too much money to be paying them sanctioning bodies. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I have Devin Haney. I think the stars are lining up for him. My position on this fight, it has changed. And it's changed because you better pay attention. When things start happening like that, you better pay attention. There's something, the Devin Haney is going to that ring with something that I'm not sure Kambosos is taking into the ring. And for that reason, I think Devin Haney is going to get that win in dramatic fashion. And I'm looking forward to watching it. That being said, y'all take care, keep safe. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Shout out to all the veterans, and I'm in the breeze.